Yo, 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 it's your boy Casual Rail with the Silent A podcast. And man, we're back with another one. All right, now, we had to do it. We had to bring the real casual pound for pound list as 2022 comes to an end as we head into 2023. Yeah, that's right. 2022 is ending and we're starting off 2023 right. It's going to be some big boxing next year. We already see some fights lined up, but before we do that, we got to give you our pound for pound list before we head into the new year. This is from a casual point of view, and hey, as always, we're going to give it straight to you, but please, if you don't like our list, you don't agree with our criteria, don't be scared. Hit the like button. Comment what you think your pound for pound list will look like if you want to make minor changes to ours, or hey, you say ours is completely crazy and stupid. Hit the like button, comment below, don't be scared, share your thoughts with us. We'll go back and forth and debate. That's what makes our channel so much greater and greater and greater as we go back and forth with each other and grow our community and grow our thoughts amongst each other. All right. We already know ours is going to stir some thoughts and some heads and have some people talking. And that's what we like to do. But we're going to give you the honest facts, honest opinions for ourselves. And our criteria is straightforward and it's simple. But again, disclaimer, if you don't like our pound for pound list, don't be scared. Hit that like button. Comment below. All right. With that said, we'll get straight into it. As you know, here on the Silent A podcast, man, your boy Casual Rail, we keep it simple, keep it funky, and straight to the point. We got 3 criteria for our pound for pound list. Number 1, what have you done for me lately? Meaning, activity of the fighter. How many fights have you been doing? Have you been busy? Have you been actually putting hands on people? All right. Number 2, recent accomplishments. What have you accomplished? Belts, undisputed, unified, quality of fights. Have you beaten a top competitor, top contender, or top challenger in your division? That's big. Or have you challenged yourself even more? Number 3, simple, the eyeball test, the talent, natural talent. Sometimes you just can't unsee natural talent when it's in that ring. All right, so that's the eyeball test. Again, we'll go back over it. It's 3 things, real simple. What have you done for me lately? Again, have you been busy? Number 2, what have you accomplished? Belts, unified, types of fights, quality, who have you beaten? And number 3, the eyeball test, top talent. With that said, no further ado, we're going to get straight into it because I know your time is short and valuable. It's your boy Casual Rail with the Silent A podcast, and here we go with the real casual pound for pound list ending 2022, heading into 2023. Here we go. Coming in at number 10, it's your boy Dmitry Bivol, who had a great year in 2022 as he did dethrone the previous pound for pound king and Canelo Alvarez. That is right. Canelo Alvarez did lose to your boy Bivol in May. Many seen it as an upset. We did not see it as much as you heard on many of our commentaries before. We've kind of seen this happening. Bivol's style was wrong for Canelo, but more importantly, he's a bigger man. Canelo moved up to light heavyweight to take on Bivol, but we're not going to take anything away from Bivol because Canelo did jump up there, made the weight, weighed in at 175 and got his ass whipped. And Bivol showed him he is the bigger man. And with that, Bivol also ended the year fighting a bigger light heavyweight in Zurdo and dominated him from start to finish towards the end of the year here. And he had a great year, 2 big fights, 2 big names. And he's probably going to have a hell of a 2023 as he potentially may take on Artur Beterbiev and maybe become undisputed. We'll see. But with that said, again, your boy Bivol, number 10, great year. Got on our list this year for us. Let us know what you think. Coming in at number 9 is that boy Tyson, the Gypsy King Fury. Yeah, that's right. The 6'9" Gypsy King Fury, heavyweight, makes our list at number 9. Might be low to some people from the thought, but for us, I think it's a good placement for Tyson Fury as he did have a decent year. He fought Dillian, the body snatcher White, demolished him as we all knew he would. Dillian's always susceptible to that uppercut. AJ showed us the way of that. So did Povetkin who knocked him unconscious. And Tyson just copied the blueprint and finished him off early this year. And then he kept busy with a horrible mismatch with Derek Chisora. But either way, he stayed busy. He stayed going. And that's kind of why he dropped on the list, because the quality of his fights weren't that great this year. Although he did survive and had a great trilogy with Deontay, the Bronze Bomber Wilder. And I say survive not being funny. I mean survived as that was a war of a trilogy, a hell of a trilogy, top you will ever see in our lifetime. A lot of action. Both men were hungry, and Tyson came out the victor in that and showed that he was the better boxer for sure and better fighter overall, as he did knock out Deontay, the Bronze Bomber Wilder. That said, Gypsy King Fury, you're number 9. Number 8, Artur Beterbiev, light heavyweight dominating guy, king in that division, overpowering. He's been knocking out guys left to right. He had a good fight this year, keeping himself busy as he knocked out Joe Smith Jr., who was also a power puncher in the division himself. Everybody's fought Artur fell in wayside by the KO, and I believe he's taking on Anthony Yarde early next year, and then potentially getting into the undisputed fight again, as we mentioned earlier, with Dmitry Bivol. With that said, Beterbiev has been dominant in his division. He keeps on going. Number 7, Devin Haney, undisputed in his division, the lightweight division, 135 pounds. He fought the same man twice, but because he had to contractually. He traveled overseas on his own. At first, of course, his father did eventually get to make it, and his father being his trainer as well. But this man traveled overseas to Australia in somebody else's backyard, took all the belts and unified and made it officially undisputed in that division, and then went back to that same man's backyard and defended those belts in even better fashion and walked out clean. And now heading into 2023 is lined up to take on one of the greatest in his division in Lomachenko, potentially. But either way, he's had a great year, great accomplishments. He's been fighting top competition before that, and now he's undisputed. That gets him high on our list, bumped him way up. Now he's at number 7. I think the young man's got a lot more to prove and show. Beating Kambosos in that fashion was great. It was kind of expected, as Devin Haney does have that eyeball test of great talent. But with that said, hey, top-notch guy, we got him at number 7. Number 6, Jermell Charlo. And I know ESPN and a couple other big names do not have Jermell Charlo for whatever reason on their list. But to us, we find it disrespectful, because this man should technically be undefeated. Number 1. He got robbed in that Harrison fight, the first one, and then he came back and got it back in blood and knocked that boy out. But then he came back and undisputed with Castano, took the first of all, unified against Jason Rosario, who beat J-Rock before that, and then became undisputed, in which it was a draw the first fight. We thought Charlo won, but hey, whatever. Came back and got that back in blood himself and knocked him out. The man's been challenging himself in his division and in that middleweight division, and he's showing he's a true warrior. All right, showing he's a true warrior. And the disrespect these other bodies and publications given, like not putting an undisputed champ on your pound for pound list, to us is disrespectful, and you're underrating him. I mean, he definitely has talent. He's got dedication. I know he just got injured, so he had to wait to his Tim Tszyu fight, but he's been busy. He's undisputed, and he's got talent, and he's definitely got the heart and the will. So with that said, the fights he's been having, the road he took to get to undisputed, for us has Jermell Charlo, number 6. Number 5 is a little tough to keep at number 5, only because he hasn't been as busy, but some of it is understandable because of the accidents and injuries and stuff like that, and some things he just can't control. But his quality of fights have been always up there, and that's your boy Errol the True Spence, coming in at number 5 for us. He beat Ugas here in 2022, which was his only fight, but with that, still a quality fight, become unified again, has all the belts but one, and we need that one from Terrance Crawford, right? But with that said, what have you done for me lately? Errol hasn't been very busy since the accident. He's having pretty much one fight a year, every other year. But with that said, the quality of fights he has had have been great. and top notch. And of course, the talent is there, the eyeball test. So he gets at number 5 for us, which number 4 comes to Canelo Alvarez. He dropped, of course, he dropped on everybody's list after losing to Dmitry Bivol, and then toughing it out with Triple G, who was a war himself, a Hall of Famer coming forward. But Canelo Alvarez is definitely number 4 right now, strong. There's nothing really else to say about Canelo. He has one of the best resumes in boxing. He fights everybody, challenges himself, and he's talking crazy again about fighting Bivol next year. But look at our last video, we said, please don't do that. But he's a true warrior. That speaks to the type of man Canelo Alvarez is. With that said, he is number 4, and he's going to have a great year in 2023, as he's had every year he's been in boxing. One of the most popular for sure, and the most challenging himself, and he definitely has the talent. Number 3, Terrance Crawford. Terrance Crawford is going to be our number 3 on that list. He definitely has the eyeball test. He can switch hit, basically box from either side. He has pure talent, man. He's pure talent. He's undisputed before coming up to welterweight, although that is far in the past now. And we did say, what have you done for me lately? So what he has done for us lately has been knocking out all his competition that he can get. And some of that's not his fault, because he had contractual disputes and everything. And on the other side of the street of some of the more popular names that did get the fight, Errol the True Spence. But with that said, he still has it undisputed underneath his belt from the past. And he also has a belt in the welterweight division. And he has been knocking out everybody he's fought. I mean, can't deny it. Number 3, Terrance Crawford. We will see who's a true king of the welterweight division next year in 2023. Our prediction is him and Errol Spence will fight around Juneteenth 2023 to settle that once and for all. And then we'll see who is the true king in the welterweight division, and possibly the real pound for pound on this list. Number 2, the monster Inoue. Nothing to say about the kid. Grown man. I mean, he's not a kid. But over from where he's at, he's been knocking everybody out in that super lightweight division, I believe he's in. Little guy, big punch, big heart, big talent. He has all the talent. He has a lot of power. He stops people that he needs to stop, and some of them he shouldn't have. And he's been knocking them out in great fashion. He's taken on all challengers in that division. Again, I know some people look over the lighter divisions, but this is one guy that everybody does look at. Inoue is a true warrior and a true pound for pound fighter. If you could duplicate him and make him into a heavyweight or whatever, he'd be a threat to anybody and a problem by the way that he fights so aggressively and smart at the same time. With that said, number 2, Inoue. And number 1, Oleksandr Usyk. Number 1 on our list. Cruiserweight, undisputed, before moving up to heavyweight. Took on a couple of challenges and jumped right into AJ, who was seen as one of the top in the division. Big guy. Taking him on, he stands at 6'6". Some say he's 6'7". And then Oleksandr Usyk only being about 6'4". Still a big guy, of course, to most of us in a regular world. But he stepped up from cruiserweight to heavyweight to take on these bigger guys, these giants. And his talent has carried over from that cruiserweight as being undisputed, all right, doing like Holyfield and jumping up to the heavyweight division. Now took the belt in the backyard first of AJ over in the UK, and then went and defended him in a choosing of AJ. They chose to go over to Saudi. I believe it was Saudi Arabia for the money, of course, and everything, and defended them well in good fashion. Stood up against the bigger puncher, took all the blows, and showed that his talent carries in any division. True definition of pound for pound. Usyk will take on anyone. He's already talking crazy. He wants that smoke with Tyson's Gypsy King Fury to get the undisputed in the heavyweight division, which we have not seen in a very long time. And he's trying to challenge that. And if he can't get Tyson Fury, he's talking crazy to fight Deontay Wilder. He'll fight Joe Joyce, and he even thinking about taking on Daniel Dubois, who's been ordered to take him on from the WBA in order for Usyk to keep that belt. He doesn't give a damn. That's a true fighter, man. And the eyeball test, that talent that Usyk has, man, for a guy his size to box the way he does, he definitely has respectable power because he can keep a man off of him of that size, as he kept AJ a big puncher who is a little chinny, but kept a big puncher, taking his punches, number one, and then keeping him off of him and keep moving and keep boxing and dictating the fight. Usyk right now to us just shows us what a true pound for pound boxer should be, how they should carry themselves, and has all the accomplishments and accolades to go with it, and has a bright future to become undisputed and further cement himself as one of the greats, not just in his division, but in the name of boxing. So with that said, again, that's our pound for pound. Again, if you disagree, let us know what you think. Again, our criteria is very simple, straightforward. We gave you some reasons about each fighter, but hey, that's our 10 for 10, our pound for pound. Out of that, here's the top 10 again. Dmitry Bivol coming number 10, Tyson Fury number 9, Artur Beterbiev number 8, Devin the Dream Haney coming at number 7, Jermell Charlo at number 6, Errol the True Spence at number 5, Canelo Alvarez at number 4, and Terrance Crawford at number 3, Inoue at 2, and Oleksandr Usyk number 1. Pound for pound, that's your boy Casual Real with the Silent A podcast, man. Let us know what you think. Hit that comment section below. Of course, before you do that, hit that like button. Let us know what you think. Until next time, man, just let us know. But salute. See ya.